So again, want the heels probably off to the side. We don't want them too narrow. So get them as wide as you can with a little bit of a point out without falling off the ab mat, obviously. On the way down, you can really just come down as easy as you possibly can here, and we're just hanging out. So refrain from as many unnecessary movements as possible here. So try not to shrug or adjust, just let everything settle. Like sediment in a glass, after you mix up a mixed drink, all the particles and sugars, they start to fall down to the bottom of the glass. Imagine all your joints are doing the same. Your butt's getting lower to the floor, the crown stays nice and high. We're not leaned forward or hunched. We've got a little bit of mid-back already working. Arms are relaxed. If someone came up and shook my arm, it would be jelly. And the legs are nice and rested. You're gonna feel these guys light up, but less and less over time. Eventually we won't need this, but for now we do. So 3 rounds, 30 seconds to 60 seconds. And towards the end, when these start to fire up, go into your tracing motion, just like this. Nice long nasal breaths, not breathing up into the neck, not using the neck muscles, using the mid-spine muscles to keep the elbows up and back. And as soon as you feel it start to creep up to the neck, we'll hop out. After each set of the squat, you'll do a round of 3 each way. You're just gonna lay on the floor in a W position. And we're just gonna move the arms back and forth. And maybe we get further over time, but we never want the neck to feel too much intensity here. Also, for you, keep the head elevated to help with the neck activation. And again, we notice that this line of tension here is pretty taut in your slides. So even if you do one arm at a time, you can kind of grab some of this tissue with your hand and make sure that it's not firing or twitching when we slide the arm. If you feel that tissue twitching or tightening, just try. It's really hard to stop if it's doing it, but try your best to get it to twitch less over time. Breathe through the nose, try to relax, melt into the floor, sediment in the glass, let every joint lay on the ground as comfortably as possible. Every rep should feel easier, and maybe we get a little more range of motion over time, maybe we don't. But what we want to look for is less neck activity, more range of motion, and more ease of motion every rep. Like we're in a snow angel, we push more snow out of the way each way, so every time should be a little more fluid in how we can slide the arms a little easier and with a little less effort. So 3 rounds each, always ending with the snow angels. You can do that, try it once a day, at least 3 times a week.